Put your hand on your chest right now. Feel that? That steady thump, thump, thump. It has been going since before you were born. It has never stopped. Not once. Not for a single second. Your heart has beaten over 1 billion times in your lifetime so far, and it did all of that without you ever having to think about it. Today, we're going to find out exactly what it's doing and why it never, ever takes a break. Your heart is a muscle. That's the first thing to understand. Not a bone, not an organ full of feelings, a muscle. About the size of your fist. Sitting slightly to the left in your chest, protected by your ribcage. And like all muscles, it does one thing, it contracts. It squeezes. And when it squeezes, it pushes blood out. That squeeze is the beat you feel. Every single beat is your heart doing its job. Pumping blood to every corner of your body. But why does blood need to be pumped at all? Because your body is enormous. From the top of your head to the tips of your toes. And every single cell in it needs oxygen and food to survive. Blood is the delivery system. It carries oxygen from your lungs, nutrients from your food, and delivers them to every cell. Then it collects the waste, carbon dioxide, and brings it back to the lungs to be breathed out. Without the heart pumping, that delivery stops, and cells start dying within minutes. Your heart is divided into 4 chambers, 4 separate rooms, each with a specific job. The right side receives blood that has already delivered its oxygen and is now carrying carbon dioxide. It pumps that blood to the lungs to get refilled. The left side receives the freshly oxygenated blood from the lungs and pumps it out to the rest of the body. The 2 sides work in perfect coordination, squeezing in rhythm over and over without ever getting confused about which direction the blood should go. Here's the part that surprises most people. Your heart doesn't need your brain to tell it to beat. It has its own built-in electrical system. A tiny cluster of cells called the sinoatrial node, the heart's natural pacemaker, fires an electrical signal about 60 to 100 times per minute. That signal travels through the heart muscle like a wave, telling every chamber when to squeeze and in what order. Your brain can speed it up or slow it down, but it can't stop it. The heart runs itself. So why does your heart race when you run? Or when something scares you? Because your muscles and organs suddenly need more oxygen. Your brain detects this and releases signals that tell the sinoatrial node to fire faster. More beats per minute means more blood delivered per minute. When you're running, your heart can beat twice as fast as normal, or even 3 times as fast during intense exercise. And when the danger passes or you stop running, the signals slow it back down. Your heart is constantly adjusting, second by second. Let's talk about scale for a moment, because the numbers are genuinely staggering. Your heart beats around 100,000 times per day. That's about 35 million times per year. Over an average lifetime, it will beat more than 2.5 billion times. Every day, it pumps enough blood to fill about 2,000 glasses. And it does all of this using a muscle that weighs less than a bag of sugar. No machine ever built by humans comes close to matching that kind of endurance. And here's something important. Your heart is a muscle, and like all muscles, it gets stronger when you exercise it. When you run, swim, cycle, or even dance, you're training your heart to pump more efficiently. Over time, a fit heart can pump more blood per beat, which means it doesn't need to beat as fast. Athletes often have resting heart rates as low as 40 beats per minute, because their hearts are so strong and efficient. Every time you move your body, you're doing something good for the muscle that keeps you alive. That thump in your chest is not just a sound. It's a pump, a timing system, a delivery network, and a lifelong companion, all in one fist-sized muscle. It started beating when you were just a few weeks old in the womb, and it hasn't stopped since. The next time you feel it after a run, or notice it pounding when you're nervous, that's not your body panicking. That's your heart doing exactly what it was built to do, perfectly, every single time.